Good morning, everybody. Why is my... Okay. I think we're good. Yes, it is less than 24 hours from the last stream. We went pretty long yesterday. But it was worth it. Too much Switch sports. It's okay, you'll recover. Why? Oh, that's why the volume's so low. BGM 100? Let's drop that down to 70. That's better. I did see how that went. But you got a couple of wins. I think that's where most people... actually, I don't know. What's more common, 150 or 200 cc? I haven't played Mario Kart in a while. Okay, 150 is more common. That's what I thought. Yeah, plus it just makes the rounds go faster. Obviously, since, you know, speeds are faster. Makes sense. Last Mario Kart I played was Mario Kart Tour. But even that was a while ago. I did see a lot of blue shells yesterday. Although blue shells on Baby Park, that's gotta be chaotic. Yeah, you are crazy. That's probably early signs of being a psychopath. All right. Let's get started here. What do you got for us today? Traitor in the midst. Manfilia would have you assist Alphino in his new station as commander of the Crystal Braves. Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding, but it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. She's been spending too much time with Urianger. The primals have been relatively quiet of late. The beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such times as a permanent solution to the primal problem have been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Asians, Urianger is wholly dedicated to finding that means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But of all of this you knew already. Let us speak then of more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphino did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault, and singularly loath to accept. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alphino has entrusted countless matters to import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I can talk like Urianger for a minute. It's basically like a foreign language. I would have to practice that. Yeah, I'd pretty much be just making stuff up. Alright. You have to make an alt character now, named Ariana J. What is it, Tiny? And do be concise, I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all petitions. But I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him that I sent you, and he will flourish with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Tiny. Yes, that's your playthrough character. It's been decided.
Hail to you, sire.
Oh.
How might we serve you? Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us?
He did indeed.
These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own. That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the grand companies.
No.
Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ.
Oh, man.
We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge.
Oh, we'll find it.
But we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste.
Okay.
Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does,
It's crazy how much they talk about
Garlemald in
Garlemald,
our midst.
even back
The ivy must be rooted out now.
in this part of the story, considering
We
how
must
long it
begin
takes
by
us to actually
apprising
get there.
General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames and remain on hand
Alright.
to see that things go smoothly.
I could
Assuming the ivy's tendrils are as
visit
widespread as
Roban
we
while I'm there
believe,
too.
he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must
Against.
be prepared for anything,
Is Obert Canadian?
while taking care not to betray our purpose by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-man army like you.
Speak with Roban. Oh. Perfect. Haven't seen Roban in a while. Let's teleport, shall we? I am level 52, but I'm not far along enough in the story to actually do the job quests. So I can't get my ley lines yet.
Well, well, what brings you here, my friend?
I know, I was just in town. I thought maybe I'd stop by and say hi. Oh, this guy.
He is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Oh, he's definitely Canadian.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you, the honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not me. That's
Not
for sure.
many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye, we've both come far, have we not?
Guys. Guys?
Lest
I'm still
you
here.
wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads.
What?
The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from a
24.
fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention.
Oh, he's calling you out.
As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanaland than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Stop
Bah,
it.
Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to him, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you
Look at me.
You sell yourself short.
Oh,
By
I
all
look
accounts,
great.
You are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway,
For shame.
I have tidings.
I
So there's been
100% do
progress.
belong here.
I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only
Yeah, if they're
attract
stupid.
attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all.
Oh no, I can't hear them anymore.
So it is we who have been compromised.
We?
Telechi and Aleji's machinations have shaken Urda to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil.
Well, I'm
But
kind
if
of
this
broke,
snake
so
has truly been in our midst for as long
don't
as
look
you
to me
say,
for that.
We must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first?
All this time?
Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days
Yes.
and drink to the future of our homeland.
Let us reminisce. With a gallon of ale.
Flame General, you wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
You're welcome. Don't ever waste my time like that again. What do we got here? I guess we'll take the monk gloves. Why not? Hey, Winter. How's it going? Hi, Ilberd. Ilberd's eager to continue his investigation into the Garlean spy known as the Ivy. Our hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commando Levier. Oh. Yikes. You know, that's probably not a good combo. Actually, I mean, I guess it depends what you're doing, to be honest. I mean, I rarely ever drink myself, but on the rare occasion that I do, I've never really woke up, you know, disoriented or anything. I've always been fine the next morning. I guess Mahjong goes hard with you and your friend group. Wait a minute. That's not where I'm supposed to go. I mean, there was this one time when I was like 20 where I definitely had way too much to drink that night. But even then, like, the next morning I woke up, I've never experienced a hangover. And once again, I'm going the wrong way. At least I realized it before I got all the way there. I could probably use a new shield, because this is level 17 and I'm level 52. Lots of blue quests here. Let's see what all these are. The Daughters of Ishgard have a wintry gaze, but is this a dungeon? Oh, I think it might be like the hard mode quests. That's to get the minstrel. What is this? Wrath of Karn. That's definitely a Sunken Temple of Karn hard mode. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. King of the Hulls, Hullbreaker Isle. It's definitely pirates. That's Sestasha Hard, I think. Maniac Manor? I don't know. Oh, Lorraine. I mean, could it be Hawkeye Manor Hard? 1 or 2 days a week? I do like 1 or 2 days every 6 months. Yeah, that's what I figured. I could unlock them, but I'll do that another time. Yeah, it's definitely important to know your limits. Okay. So usually it has like the picture, but that one didn't. So that's why I thought it wasn't. But also, the name definitely seems like it is. Also, the NPC I remember from the Gridania area. I love Hawkeye Manor. That's my favorite one too. We have returned from Ul'dah, Commander. Oh, the Crystal Brave hand sign. And not a moment too soon. Trouble? You will recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's miner and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. Gods damn it. According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foreman with dignity, and I have great fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afraid. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garleans with more captives, yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are our best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Alright. Here we go. Yet again. To the Tangle. Oh, that's here. Alright, get me out of here. A lot of the reason why, well, I mean, now I don't drink a lot just because you know, for health reasons. It's definitely not good to be drinking all the time. Also, I just never really liked the taste of any kind of beer, so I was always deterred from that. Yes, we did make the free company. It is already rank 8. So it is flourishing. Unfortunately, I was looking at plots to buy a house, and then I got hit with the you must wait 30 days before purchasing land. So now we're waiting on that, but it is up and running. You would aid us in the rescue mission? We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garleans fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hurling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we are, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Garleans may be interrogating Resh, or worse, with her hurts. I fear she will not live long to survive their attention. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is strong as mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. Was the remnants of the 4th we infiltrate Castrum Sentry? Please help us find Resh before it's too late. On it. See, I don't really like any beer. Whoa, that is a big mud puppy. Where to? Oh, right there. So, I remember one time one of my friends he was celebrating his birthday. Actually, it was Rob. At some craft beer house. Every beer I tasted they were all like IPAs or something like that. They were all horrible. I remember I got this one that said it had like vanilla in it. I was like, okay, that can't be too bad. I was wrong. Tasted like dirt. They all tasted like dirt. Where's my Thank you. Took way too long to get a proc. Don't worry, Resh. I got you. No, I never did that when I was a kid. Again, I never really cared for it. Ugh. Where am I? Thanks for your help, guys. Resh! Thank the gods we found you. Don't thank the gods. Thank me. I found him. And thank you, Warrior of Light. You're welcome. Now, To quit this accursed place, Resh cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Guardians will only be too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion with the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Alright, let's do it. I'll just, start a fire. Oh. I did not mean to press scathe, but okay. Oh, that's not good. Which one is my shield? I don't need it though. Oh my god. Oh. There we go. Yeah, mana ward's shield. No! God. Ooh, that's not good. There's another one? What level is this quest? It's level 50. I'm level 52. Is my gear outdated? Oh, this could definitely be better, yeah. Do I have a chest maybe for... Hold on. The hat is better. Oh no. Oh, but... I mean, it does cover the eyes a decent amount. I don't have any better weapon. Oh, there it is. Where did you come from? I'm gonna be an ice mage now. Oh crap, there's more. I probably can't afford to get hit by that. I'm gonna die. Run! Nope. Try it again. Actually, since I'm here, let's get a new staff. Because this, I don't know, 46 one is not cutting it. Black Mage. There's a 125 one. 30k. 45. 100 for this. And this is 35. 38. Okay, this is better. I'll get this one. Now, let's see. What about a shield? Oh, we'll buy this. Wait a second. Oh, this high quality does pretty much nothing. I'll take your word for it since I've never done that myself. Where'd it go? It's in my inventory, but where? Oh, there it is. Oh, I can't even equip a shield with this. Oh, alright. Well, waste money on that for no reason. Oh, it doesn't look that... Oh, is that a beetle? I think it is. That's kind of cool, I guess. Okay, back to Mordona. To kill those things that killed me. Whoa, that's a big gun. That actually doesn't look too bad. Revolver of the Wanderer. Yeah, that's what I do too, Melissa. Although I know they do sell a lot of armor sets for the Scions on the Mog Station. I know they've done it for Alphino and Alizé. I'm pretty sure you're Stola too. Oh wow, I'm doing a lot more damage. Holy crap. That was a big upgrade. That's how I am too. Fire 3? Oh, you've been dead if I got it. But you're still gonna be dead. Well, this character is what I first made my main character back when my hair was black and blue. So that's why his hair is like that. So he's going to stay like that. But once I finish the story, I'm probably going to Fantasia him to be either a Lalafell or a female Aura. I haven't decided yet. Although I'll probably do the female aura because I already have a Lalafell alt. I have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission success to the Commando Levier. Alright, I'll see you there. When I first started playing the game, I was a Lalafell. I do not have a female aura. I don't have any female characters. I need to get rid of this quest. I've done it, Alphino. It does me well to see you thus returned, though I doubt not your prowess. Entering an enemy stronghold is greatly considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to have been trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Tiny. Do you like my new hat? Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. Yes, the Empire. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Tiny, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the... Come on. Require your company in court this? I've been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. I'll take the gloves. Oh, should I take the healer gloves? Hold on. Let's see. What do I have for healer? Because Scholar has... No, Summoner has all 90. Bunch of 110 there. That's 90. 90. Alright, we'll get the caster gloves, I guess. Ooh, that's gonna clash with my out. Oh wait, caster right here. That's gonna be okay. Yeah, that's fine. You people. Yeah, honestly, the only reason I have more than one character is just to go through the story again. Like, there really is barely any reason to have another character. But, I mean, I could get gear for other roles. Doing Savage content to avoid the loot restrictions. So that's one thing I could do. You were a Midlander, then switched to Aura. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I like my cat boy way too much to switch, so. But I also understand, like, if a new race comes out and you like it more than the race that you currently are. Like, if Mikote's didn't come out until Dawn Trail, I would be switching now, 100%. I don't know what I would have been had I not been a cat boy. Oh my god. Yes, but it's coming soon. It is nice that they're giving us a Fantasia. Oh, and also, they are changing the way Fantasias work too, so that'll be nice too. Alphino. An influential Ishgardian? Oh, Amaric. Get to meet Amaric. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Tiny. An audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat Sir Amaric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directed as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. It would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Amaric wishes to meet the man behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to court this. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, as I do with most other things, which could doubtless be put to noble use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with a stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Doubt it. I mean, right now it's pretty much you just go into character creation, you change your character however you want, and then that's it. But they're going to change it so once you use it, it starts a 60-minute timer. And within those 60 minutes, you can change it as many times as you want. So, like, they pretty much did it so you can change it and, like, go around in the world and look at your character. So that way, if within those 60 minutes, there's something you aren't necessarily happy with or you want to change after, you can go back and change it again. Which I think that's a great change. Yeah, so you could pretty much be any race for 60 minutes when you use it. But again, it's more for like testing out how your character will actually look while you're playing the game. A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think it is a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alphino believes your presence may help him secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Alright then, I guess I'm going. Antecedent. I take it Tiny has explained the situation? He has. Yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurred all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The question of their motives is one which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. So you know nothing. Oh, it's map time. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Alabathia Spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzine Alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the Alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver Tier Skies. since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas, even when the calamity loomed large. Yeah, they were like, you guys deal with that, we're not getting involved. And on the fields of Cartanu, where the brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the Alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off in the past, this time I shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they come to us of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though we have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart to Camp Dragon. Oh, good. Horshafont's expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you further graded yourself with a man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Don't talk about him like that. Do you, like, just actually eat ghost peppers? Like, the whole pepper itself? Yeah, you'll get used to it, or it'll just tear away at the stomach lining. The only ghost peppers I have is when I go to Wendy's and I get their ghost pepper ranch sauce. Highly recommend. Pair that with their spicy nuggets. So good. What? Yikes. Maybe it's from all the ghost peppers you've been eating. Horshaphant, buddy. Ah, Tiny, ever a welcome sight. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Well, you are not dressed for this area. Master Alphino, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Horshaphant. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense. Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, whoa. House Vortense may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. The recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Amaric arrived at Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you in your first convenience. Alright, well, let's go. If you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intersory. Okay? As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the intersory with forthwith. Oh, okay. I mean, if it happened as a child, I'm assuming Like, you're just used to it at this point in your life. Oh, it's right here. Let me in. We have been expecting you, sir. Pray take your ease inside, and I shall summon the others.
Have faith, my friend.
Good.
You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Whatever you say, Horsefant. There he is.
Commander Leveillard, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you.
What about me?
I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us.
Well,
Now then,
here I am.
shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Behoove.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
That he doesn't want to.
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare.
Damn.
As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign.
Yeah,
in
right?
Eorzean.
Just gotta snap my fingers and light some fire.
Then surely it would be in
Or
our best interests
juggle.
to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet.
Too bad I don't have anything to juggle.
Is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
He's getting to it.
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Ah.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Forton has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange.
Got it all planned out.
Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silver Tier Falls? That's absurd.
Do not question Aymeric like that.
Many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
I mean, it's right there in Mordona.
Do you accept these terms?
See no reason not to. What are you thinking about?
I do.
Thank you.
I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments.
Oh,
I regret that we
knocked
could
over
not
my
come
mic.
to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
oh, whoops.
What is the meaning of this?
How dare you?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
Oh no.
What? By the Fury! All our precautions were for naught?
Seems that way. Yeah, that is true. Alphino didn't stand a chance. Yeah, I remember when Heavensward was not out yet and we first saw Aymeric. There were a lot of pictures of Aymeric circulating the internet. A lot of thirsty ladies. Oh, I need better fists too for Monk. Oh, I need a better ring. Do I have on casting? That's not a ring. Nope. That's what I got. Oh, it did. I mean, yeah, we love Horsefant. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see the appeal of Aymeric. Recent developments have given Alphino much to consider. Just when we were starting to make progress, and to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Horsefant and find out what he has learned. Alright, let's go. Oh, tonight's the night? That's exciting. I expect updates at every turn. Alright, Horsefant. What's our play? My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fall upon the caravan bound for Remnant's Toll as it was passing through the Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless, in an instant. Every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. To be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I assume. Quite. We can pursue the avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Horsefant said, lest crucial evidence be lost. An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their feelings. Yeah, I agree. Horsefant over Emmerich. I mean, how could you say no to that? He's our best friend. Get out of there, Zidane. Get off of him. Sorry about that. The candle's in the way. We'll go on the other side. Zoom out. There we go. Get off the table. Take my hat off. Perfect. All right. Tacturn Temple Knight. That's not her name. Oh, I guess they didn't say her name yet to us. Oh God, that's no, I have not, actually. You know, I like this mount riding music. Uh-oh. Possibly. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Eh? Lord Horsefant bid you speak with us? Then you must be. Beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left Nea crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. Whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own, hidden away off. Ah, but pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis naught but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care of the observatorium could tell you something more fresh. That is, if he is awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. We're going back to the observatorium. Yep. I've been there too much. You're gonna have to keep me updated every step of the way during your Endwalker adventure. What? That's blasphemy. Where am I going? Here? Oh. You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as, lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her hair silver, flowing in the wind like melting snow, just a young girl, I thought, some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumbled to the ground. I didn't know what happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't, I mean, they'd have killed me too, so I just lay still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Oh, here we go. I'm fine with that. Oh, the generic company chocobo. Fortunately, this doesn't get as much use as it should. Man, I'm excited to get back to doing MSQ. It's been so long. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? It seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Alphino, how do you not know who Shiva is? Have you not read a single line of the Echidna, Master Alphino? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who laid down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saint of heretics. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no. It all makes sense now. Lord Horshaphant, what was that caravan's cargo? It was crystals, wasn't it? Ah, if I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I knew it. I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Horshaphant, you would agree that discretion is a paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphino. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is given. I will need to send word to my brethren in Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though. I am sure you would not miss this for the world. Yeah, we're just gonna go with all the caster gear. Perfect. I mean, that's fine. It serves the same exact purpose. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of my sorcerer's coat. I really like it. Okay, start a new recording here. Oh, whoops. All right. Woe betide the heretic who crosses Alphino Levier, for they shall feel the full force of his fury. The persistent attacks on our caravan seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After appraising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Tiny, pray join me at Whitebrim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Duriande have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have informed which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillmont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then? Good. Okay. Up. Is Amaric and Lucia gone? Oh, this quest is complete already? Alright, here we go. I can't wait for my new Endwalker mount too. Perfect. Honestly, that's fine because oh, let's get him down here. Maybe by the time you start your playthrough, it'll be able to catch up to my ult. Ugh, the stairs. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart? Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Dromont. He does have a pretty cool sword, though. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attacks. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that same self-frozen wall which was speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearances of the pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to a Whitebrim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Yeah, me too. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Amaric. And so it begins, my friend. Though I dare say it will prove to all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Drumont has one in mind. Oh. Do we have a camera in there? Yes, yes, excellent. There she is. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there is aught else you would have us do, pray speak it, and it shall be done. Equip this? Oh wait, that's for monk, so I can't actually equip that yet. Only the naive place all their hope in the success of a single solution, and Lord Drumont is anything but. What's this? Bacon bread. That sounds pretty good. It seems as though we are always one step behind, our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you have forgotten Inquisitor Guillaume? We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted a covert evaluation of everyone in Whitebrim Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing the intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. This man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Trentimont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the wall, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere, simply watch and listen. Alright, so I'm going to be a spy. I can do that. Once I go down all these stairs. There's a paladin sword called the Kurtana that actually looks pretty cool too. I think it's one of the relic weapons for them, actually. Oh. Is that him? The suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate. He can't see me. No way. Waiting. east. I can see the footprints. Oh, they disappeared. Wait. Were those mine? No way. I do make footprints, actually. Okay, what is that? Is that like an A rank or something? He heads south, then we head south. Oh, it's a fate. Maybe it's a boss fate. It's definitely a boss fate. We'll steer clear of that. Hey! Where in the seven hells are you? I'm freezing my bullocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know? Your sole duty is to the... Bloody echo. Lower your voice so they'll hear you. Yes, of course. The temple knights are, mumble, in Snowcloak. This is what you bring me? You already knew about. Our comrades in Boulder Down will use the tunnels. Dead before they know what's happening, nevertheless. If you waste my time again, is that clear? Good, he didn't see me. You know, it doesn't look that big from the outside. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? You'll never believe this. I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem that heretics are aware of our operation, and confident that they can thwart it. The comrades in Boulder Down are key to the plan, which means it is key to our plan that they be rooted out and put to the sword. Ooh. They're gonna be executed? Oof, yikes. Oh yes, I did turn off requests because I was getting an influx of them at one point and people would not leave me alone, so I had to turn that off. The allied forces at Snowcloak are in danger, and Lord Drillmont would have you assist him in ensuring their safety. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Down are planning to use them to take our forces unaware. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Duriande Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once, but knowing nothing of our enemy numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of storied warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Down. If alone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Tiny. The lives of our allies are at stake. No mercy. Got it. Yeah, Lord Drillmont means business. Where are we going? Okay, right there. Snowing a lot here. Oh, this area. This area brings back bad memories. Paralyzed. Oh, this will kill you. I just remember having to come here for the relic weapon when I was doing A Realm Reborn, and doing the pages of that was awful. It took me like a whole month to get the relic weapon with all the grinding that it took. Quest complete. Yeah, to get the ARR relic weapons was no joke. Not as bad as Final Fantasy XI, but nothing will be that bad. I have returned. My knight sent no word of your coming. Tiny, what has happened? What is that in your hand? It's a battle parchment. I think you should read it. By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow? Their bodies must be recovered. And... No. We have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they're on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen watch at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicion. Would that we caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use the tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. But now that we know, the timetable has not changed, you see. Of course it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Tyriande must send reinforcements, even if meaning withdrawal knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. We gotta do what we gotta do. The path of the righteous. Lord Jomont recognizes that the situation in Snowcloak is coming to a head and that the decisive action must be taken. Time is of the essence, Tiny. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment would avail naught if they are cut down ere the swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Aymeric everything we have discovered. Oh, I will fly. Funny how he says fly to Snowcloak, but we weren't able to fly in this area back in the day. I wonder if that text was changed. Oh, we're going to Snowcloak. Aymeric, Lucia, you? Tiny, this is a welcome surprise. Perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... Let me stop you right there. You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Levier been informed? The Braves must be made aware. He's right here. Oh, cutscene time. It must be here. I am certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes from our enemy, has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, this heretic's known the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us this very moment. Confound it, this is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should be rightly straining every sinew to find her. And stop this damnable summoning. There she is! Come here, girl. Damn, Yida came out of nowhere to save the day. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Yida. There will be others nearby. You must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Levier. Papalimo! I mean, I should have assumed he was nearby once Yida came. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We're going in. A moment, Alphino. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we entered the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into the trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be a more hindrance than helpful. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape. I wonder who they're going to send in. Change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Amaric and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies. Though not too many, or Papalymo will sulk. Can't have him sulking. Honestly, I remember like most of the story, but it's like doing it for the first time again. The entrance to the tunnel, sir? It's just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would never have noticed it. Per Sir Amaric's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. No need. We got this. Okay. We will swap to Scholar for Instant Q. And there it is. How nice in here. You know, I really liked this dungeon. Oh, we got 2 bunny girls and 2 cat boys. Oh, we're all sprouts. Oh, I should get Carbuncle out. Okay. Okay, we're doing good. Yeah, my item level is probably lower than it should be, so gonna have to make sure we're actually healing so the tank doesn't die. Lots of Aldos being slug out. No, you gotta be Summoner, because that's what he starts out as. Right? Door to silence. Oh, they're all higher level than me, though. Wandil. Oh, he's going down fast. Stay in the bubble. I don't even know if that's a raid wide. Oh, it is. Why do I have... I knew it. Oh man, Lustrate kind of sucks right now. Or it might just be me, to be honest. I did not need to do bio, but that's fine. Throw you another shield. Will I get gear? Oh, actually I get level 90 gear. I can use that too, so I will take it. Oh, wow. Of course, when I'm the only healer and I roll need, now I get a 95. Exactly. I'm glad they added experience to these dungeons. Yeah, he takes a lot of damage. But he's surviving, so we're doing something right. Ow. He'll survive. Lore is the most important part. Oh my god, look at all the gil I'm making. I keep forgetting at this level, Art of War has the same potency as my, what's it called, Ruin, so I might as well just use this as my main attacking tool because it's instant cast. Now I'll use it because I have to be far. Loose Dusk, thank you for the follow. How are you doing this morning? It's better yeah. It's better than Ruin 2 and the same as Ruin 1 without a cast time. Ah, well, we appreciate your services as a tank. Once again, another tank to join the crew. I only get tanks in here, but I myself don't tank, so I appreciate your efforts. Dead. Let's see what we got. What we got. Oh, right. It gives us those things. Casting. I'll take the casting if I can get it. I got it. As far as I'm concerned, you don't. You're only a tank. True, yeah. He is playing warrior. Or she. Unknown. I guess I'll greed. I don't know. What's my... It's 90. I'll need it. Why not? She. Okay, thank you for confirming. Honestly, all the tanks are females too in here. Except for Winter. Floor tank is a tank. Ow. Throw a lustrate on you. Oh, did she? Was she actually tanking or was she Dragoon? Oh, look at you. Oh, right, Folnak, you play Gunbreaker, right? You don't trust your Astro healing? Astros have so many tools to heal with, though. Oh, okay. It's just Lava's problem. Oh, right. I forgot Fenrir was the last boss. Oh, you main Astro? Nice. Welcome. Astro main. So are you all caught up on the MSQ and like you're just waiting for Dawn Trail? Okay, yeah. This is my alt, so I main Sage. So I'm also all caught up. So since you're an Astro main, how do you feel about the upcoming Astro changes to the cards? If you've seen the, what's it called? The latest live letter and drop trailer. You don't have to answer now. I know you're tanking, so. But. Yeah, so I haven't mained Astro since like Heaven's Ward. I did play Astro for a couple of the tiers in the last raids. Oh, I might be dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Whoops. We got a red mage though. Oh, they don't have res yet. Alright, you got this, guys. I will say I think, I mean, I'm hoping, and I think the changes are going to be a good thing. Okay, I don't know. I told you guys know I don't play warrior. Oh, an achievement. No. Good job, team. I'll give the command to you. Loot. Slaying, I will not be needing that. Actually, all classes can use it? Sure, I'll take it. Oh, I already have one. I will not take it. One commend. How nice.
The tales do not do you justice.
Who could
warrior
that be?
of light.
Oh, now I'm dressed like an idiot now.
Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am.
How do you know I know who you am? She does look
I was
cool.
given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart.
Ah, yes. Oh yeah, take out your book.
This
That's gonna
endless
scare her.
cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light.
Stand back.
I will
I have a
not.
physics book.
I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
For Hydaelyn. That looks like a throne with the shape of that crystal it is in. Is this when she does it? Oh. Yeah, she just pieced out. The changes to Astral look pretty good. I agree. Also, a new addiction to White Mage. Oh, you like White Mage? See, I mean, I'm a healer main, so I main Sage mostly, but I also like Scholar. I played Scholar for like 5 years straight. Once I stopped playing Astro because, you know, they got rid of the way the cards used to work. So I can definitely play Scholar pretty well. I do still play Astro too, just, you know, in case we need a regen healer instead of a shield healer. White Mage, I purposely left at level 87 because, I don't know, I find it boring compared to the other healers. So, yeah, I don't play White Mage that much. Oh, you only have the regen healers? I mean, I definitely like the shield healers better. Scholar's great, and I like Sage even more, so definitely give them a try. That took longer than I expected. What news, Tiny? Well, you see, I found Lady Iceheart, and then she just left. So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised, Tiny. We may yet turn to the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Uriandre have been pursuing the archives of House Four Temps, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonheart to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. I told you were not dressed for this area. You didn't listen. Yeah, Sage all the way. Yes, I'm very optimistic for the cards update. I definitely think it will be better. There'll be less RNG to it, which is good. I mean, I don't see if they're able to provide DPS in the form of giving it to other players and just being like the best buffing class. I'm totally fine with that. I just think the buffs they give have to bring them on par to the personal DPS that the other healers bring to the table. That's my opinion. Though not given to small talk, Alphino can think of no better way to pass the time until Minfilia arrives. What are you going to do, some jumping jacks? Oh, I thought he slipped for a second. See, she brought a coat. Antecedent. You come to us straight from the archives of House Fortemps. I trust your time there provided fruitful? Would that it had. Oriange and I scouted countless texts, but what we found was questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with the dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortemps. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it was by circumstance or design. You say that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Yes, I did. Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Aymeric might take issue with her methods. Probably. Although it might just be his political standpoint. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. Yeah, Alphino's definitely at the stage where he's like a child. Where he's like, no, I don't want to bring a coat. I don't care if it's cold. And then he's cold. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us reason to be prudent. I merely meant you are being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a reunification of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service. Such righteous fervor will serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of man. We are all at liberty to interrupt the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the death of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and Scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. I don't think you should. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure I have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being Good King Malgamog XII. The myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplication of the Mughals guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a high power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia? They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetherite. Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetherite somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second aetherite, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlian may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel. Yeah, me either. And we all know who you're going to send to do that. This guy right here. While Minfilia looks into our aetherite problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Korthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we do. Your knowledge in this region may serve us to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admirably a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working along your side. Yes, they can come along. Good. I knew you would understand. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. You got it. That was a very long cutscene with a lot of dialogue. Yu Yu Hakusho. There you are, Tiny. Commander Levier instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome. Believe me, most of the third hall from Ul'dah, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, are a crunch of snow and can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danif's Pass. Where is that? My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Where are you going? Sure. Oh. Oh, he's not far enough. He's on level 42. What are you doing here? Awesome. Well, even though everyone here is a tank, I'm always eager to accept more. So, appreciate it. What happened, man? Thal's balls. My ankle is on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danif Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. Got it. What are you gonna do? Just... Alright. You know what? Not my problem. Actually, I can do dailies too, right? Well, the two that I have unlocked. No way I'm not doing main scenario. But I'll do that at another time, because I need to continue through this MSQ. Because we are close to Heaven's Word. Let's see. What quest am I on? For the greater good. Oh, right here. Although, I don't see anything. Aha! Fresh prints. The tracks lead southeast. I guess we're going southeast. Oh, I passed it. Another unit. Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scaled beast and Yu Yu Hakusho. I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up. So we did too. Should never split up. For the greater good. Oh, I'm like midway through here. So I've got this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more for Shiva. That's instant karma, if you ask me. Yeah, I gotta get around to doing the mentor roulette so I can one day get the mount. Oh no, Yu Yu Hakusho! I'll protect you. Oh, I'm not on Black Mage or Summoner. Get over here. Although, this might be just as well, although Carbuncle should be out here healing me. See, the thing is, I think I need to do 2,000 mentor roulettes to get the mount, so it's going to take more than one day. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' track that I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching for the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Oh, you did good. You did good. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give them the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should, of course. Come on, I thought we were pals. I see. 2,000 days. Yeah, only 2,000 days. You're right. Some suspicious creatures over here. I am through with listening to you. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gate. Well, stay with him, if you think you'll fare any better. Now, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland. Sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Ugh, Ugiri! Let your land ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I have done no wrong. Then why are you speaking to that heretic? None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will, we shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones killed in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. True. Very true. What a tangled web, lest you wonder we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems out of favor Garlean's spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphino was too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for the spy. Long do we strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills. Skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is a most generous offer, Lady Yugiri. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know I shall never be far, and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Tiny. Let us wait inside for Captain Ilberd to return and deliver his report. Yeah, I mean, honestly, 5 a day makes it seem very easily attainable. But I think that'll be something to do, you know, after Dawn Trail, because I've still got this to do. So yeah, that's going to be a post-Dawn Trail thing. Let's switch back to Black Mage. Whoops, wrong way. No. Equip. It's healing. That's casting. What's my bracelet? My bracelet's 110, so this is actually garbage. Okay. I do not watch Cider Spider. But 10 a day? You could get 10 Praetoriums. Captain Ilberd seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods we know have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Oof. I mean, Orenvale's not that bad these days, so. Alphino is eager to hear Ilberd's report on the Ivy. Captain Ilberd, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Once inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful, we have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being the Ivy's employ. From him we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end, fearing the investigation has been compromised. We took the necessary steps, detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad. the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring... Okay. Do we think it's Slaffborn? By virtue of his role, he was privy to the detail of all shipments bound for the settlement. And to say that included originating from the house 4 temps. Okay. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the one we just apprehended. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that's one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to piercing his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider that, then that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Robon's innermost circle? I wonder who it could be. Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames established? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, within the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised. No, you weren't. Though I really should not have been. One of 3 grand companies, Old Dawes was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Old Dawes' military is made up of disparate orders, most of which glorified mercenaries companies that answered blah blah blah. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Robon faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known, even after he had convinced the fellow syndicate members to share the cost. There remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than now, yes. The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, public and the private. Through the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, 'twas not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nell von Daenerys' ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Robon with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Ahem. Returning to the present, even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, the second attend to the rest. Third can join the fourth in the inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoning in the like of manner of other primals, heretics will be looking to further supplies. Understood. I shall send word to Sir Amaric informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' arbiters. Hopefully the information will be of some use. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald. The team, as commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you again. All I'm doing is accompanying Alphino. Unlike me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart. Yes, I am. How could you tell? But until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Infilling the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nofika's altar. Alright. That's another long cutscene with a lot of dialogue. I'm sure we're going to get another one soon too. To Gridania. Stupid characters. Conjurer's Guild. My thanks for coming, Tiny. When you are ready, speak with the Conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. Excuse me, ma'am? I'm ready. Yes. Okay, it might suck, but it's definitely not as bad as it used to be. So, here we go.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
All right, let's start discussing.
The rumors are true then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who could that be?
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis.
Oh no.
Yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Oh my god.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
You don't look too young to me.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Oh.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new Emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all.
Aren't they always? There's always some sort of Garlean threat afoot.
I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side.
Alright, so we're back to trying to
stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our
influencing
enemy's ambitions.
Ishgard to join us. We will not take no for an answer.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
We'll see.
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time.
Yeah,
At
we've got
present,
three
I am
other
more
things that
concerned
are
by
more
the fact
pressing
that
at the
the
moment.
Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
None. You know, sometimes I'm just convinced that new players don't even know where party chat is, or if party chat is a thing, and they just don't even read it. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being with one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust among the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Lamisians, for instance. Through Admiral Morwood outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Uldans scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without ground, of course. Take that pillar of Uldan society to Legi Adeleji, for example. But that is besides the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that conflict at Cartano is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the Observatorium, Captain Ilbert has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end. All that matters is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilbert at the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Alright. New Gridania. Walked right past this. Aether Shard. He stood out too long like the anti-sun, because he's way too pale, if you ask me. He did the opposite. Maybe he's been inside his whole life. Maybe it's the armor. My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Oh, I actually like this armor set. Yeah, it looks cool. I gotta get rid of those yellow pants though. I have boots. I don't think I have pants. Doesn't look like it. Huh, maybe. Okay, can we make it to Shiva today? I think so. Ilbert is convinced that he has discovered the Ivy's identity and is preparing to move against the Garlean spy. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Elaine Rollet, Roban's second in command. Are you sure? Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, bearing the Flame General herself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Roban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The Monetarists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the alliance. Yet the Monetarists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Rosale was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the Monetarists? Good dodge. I mean, we're supposed to be here, so. But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Our foremost interest to us is Royal? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Royal's presence here now. As you may be aware, it's the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General, while Roban attend the Council of Alliance leaders. She should have remained in the Halls of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records for evidence of Royal's guilt. But if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. Ah, yes, the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landings, and the docks, every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her purpose. You can rely on us. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take not to alert our quarry. Chasing Ivy. Oh, according to this quest is 87.1% into A Realm Reborn, so I'm almost done. Oh, it's right there. Royal is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. Yeah, I don't actually remember where he is in the MSQ, so I'm definitely hovering. So Royal has entered the Caroline Canopy. Meeting someone, perchance? Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Ephemy is her name. I shall remain here in case Royal appears. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she's definitely down below. I don't see her, though. Don't tell me you just watched her board a ship. Such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Nowhere to be seen, you say? Are you sure she did not board an airship? She's not come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The Roost! How could I forget? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Montoy tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor. If you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You are a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Thank you. Thank the 12 for the Domans. Were it not for their unique talents, Royal would have disappeared without a trace. I can try it on. Actually, this is a look. Let me try this one. Yeah, that one doesn't look too cool. So, I'll take the Evanstar coat. Sorry. I'm abandoning the Sorcerer's coat. Damn, look at me. Oh. Yeah, these tights do seem to be a little too tight. But I guess I'll make it work. In flagrante delicto, Ilbert's eager to resume the pursuit of Elaine Royal. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Royal's example and take the ferry to the West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. Alright, I'll do it. Okay, I get it. I get it. I'm just saying. I'm not a fan of how tight they are. To Hawthorne Hut. Maybe that's just a me thing, but I hate wearing tight pants. So I don't. The only pants I own are sweatpants. I have like, I'm pretty sure I own 2 pairs of jeans that I never wear because I hate them. This way, friend. Your quarry makes for the Hawthorne Hut. If Royal is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her guardian masters there. Any explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Guardians have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friend at Garland Works has provided us with devices which dispute these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Royal would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. For this reason, I believe she has chosen... Oh, I missed that. As my scouts tell it, the Guardians have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne Hut and catch Royal in the act. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Laviz. Enjoy your day at work, and yes, shorts all the way. My people report that our quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The ivy returns to the gnarls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing, we will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. We shall tread warily indeed. Just beyond, Royal is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer. An imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it. With me. Flame Marshal Elaine Royal, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You are followed, you bloody fool. Damnation. Oh, wow. She ain't going nowhere. Huh. You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelveswood? When I last looked, that was no crime, and neither was my conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then? Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Okay, and that look said it all. Even a warrior of Royal's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Tiny? So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe, so please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. So yeah, this is definitely when Ninja was announced, or launched, I'll say. Alright, back to Revenant's Toll. I'm gonna go right here to where we actually have to go. To the solar. Welcome back, Tiny. I understand that Alphino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? You may ask. Charges of treason and espionage against Elaine Royal? I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us naught to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way to Iceheart's sanctum. Okay, good. Alright. So let's see. The next one is a simple plan. Okay. Infilia has never been one to hesitate when it comes to asking others for aid. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetherite in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctum of some description. Is it there we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystal she stole from the House Fortem's caravan? The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint. But if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed of the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped. And stop them we shall, but first we must summon the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Aethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetherite to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetherite upon arrival. A reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Urianger, we have concluded that the lack of expertise to develop a solution. Which is why we have called the aid to one who does possess such expertise. A colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we can welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Mombrita? What's this? Triple cream coffee. Okay, it is this way. Up. The caravan has arrived. And there she is.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar and an authority on aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Stoic nod, as always. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once. We have much to discuss. Like that, quest can be condensed. Just make it one quest, get rid of a little bit of the dialogue.
It's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
funny because you already
Same in
have a
appearance and
sister.
aptitude.
Wow. That was savage, Papalymo.
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
Oh, Andre's not even here.
We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this.
Yes,
Where
daft.
better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it.
'Tis plain the passage of
There
the
he
years
is.
hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits.
There he is.
And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
Oh.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Oh.
Go on.
Yes, go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it then, your missing Aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I mean, it's not
I'm
that
sorry,
big of an
but
area.
If the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that.
So we just have to
Although,
hope that it hasn't been
you're
destroyed.
absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
I mean,
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon.
easy.
As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Makes sense.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
Nothing's impossible, Papa Limo.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
But the fact that you did succeed...
And dangerous. Every person who has
Ida.
attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Exactly.
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the etherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand.
Okay.
Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
That's good.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
Alright.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
I'm not good at rolling dice. Let someone else do that. Complete. Okay, it is 12:30. And I believe this is the one with... Yeah, that's Shiva. And then after that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So... Oh, one level 110 weapon coffer. That's nice. Oh, I guess I'll take that for Monk. And then after that, it's Keeper of the Lake and the Chrysalis. Broken Bridges. Steps of Faith. Oh, damn. And then these are just quests. Oh, wait, those are removed ones. Oh, okay, so... Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4... 12... 28 more in total before we get to Heaven's Ward. Not bad. Alright. So I think I'm going to save the Shiva encounter for next time. And yeah, we'll just end here today. Alright. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. As always, thank you for all the new follows. They're greatly appreciated. And hopefully I will see you next time. Enjoy your day.